everyone for some more of my Newcastle United career mode for FIFA 20. And before we get into this round 5 game against Crystal Palace at St. James Park, I do want to talk about some games that I simmed since the Arsenal game, which was at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, which I ended up getting a clean sheet 2-0. And I ended up hosting Burnley and I got another 2-0 win, so 2 clean sheets back to back. Very awesome thing to see, but anyway, without further ado, let's get into this game here. I'm actually very interested to see how I play against Crystal Palace. And I'm the home team, so I'm going to keep my home kits on. You see Crystal Palace's kits. I'm actually going to put the all whites on for this one. And there's my starting lineup. I have Miggy Almiron starting up front with Goetze. I decided to give Jolinton a little bit of a rest. I may or may not play him. I might actually put Ishizaki there instead. Longstaff I'm probably going to give some game time to as well. And I also want to introduce Mason Cooper since I have not played with him yet so far in this career mode. And I want to see what he's like for me. Hopefully he'll be a decent enough player. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into this game. Hopefully we'll progress to the quarterfinals and be one step closer to Wembley. And featured man here is Jetro Willems, which is interesting. 84 crossing, which I believe he's been really good at crossing. But anyway, there's my starting 11 again. I still can't believe I got Julian Draxler. That still blows my mind. And I decided to have Hayden partner with him since he's probably been my most consistent center mid. And take a look at Crystal Palace's side. As you see, Taylor Jackson isn't even playing. He's on the bench. Which is very weird. I mean, he is 79 rated, but I would like to think that he's higher rated than Tompkins, isn't he? Okay, Almiron. Not a very convincing start by Almiron. Okay, Almiron. Draxler. Let's try your shot. And that was a terrible shot. But I can't blame him, though. That was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have taken a few steps with him before I pulled the trigger. Okay, Kraft. Passing into San Maximin. Okay, Miggy. Can you make it forward? And why did you use your head? Use your foot, man. Okay, that's a very poor corner. Okay, my God. Look, it seems like my team's half asleep right now. They need to wake up. Okay, Goetze, nice interception. Okay, easily dealt with by Palace. Okay, nice. Can somebody get a goal? I mean, Crystal Palace is doing good in order to defend against me, but at the same time, I'm kind of making it easy on these guys. Almiron. Draxler. And Draxler opens up the scoring with a rather convincing shot. Okay, Almiron. Passing it to Goetze, passing it to Kraft. Takes it to San Maximin. Okay, Tovan, can you make your run? No, he kind of ran a little bit late, though. He was far away, so I can't blame him for that. And I thought for sure that came off a Palace guy. Oh, well. Okay, Willems. Trying to apply pressure. Okay, Isaac Hayden. Passing it to Goetze. Miggy Almiron. Can you add to Newcastle's lead? Yes, you can. Had to pick my right moments there to make the right passes. And we doubled our lead against Crystal Palace here in the FA Cup. Bad pass. Isaac Hayden, I don't know what you're doing that for a forward, but he makes it 3-0. Man, I'm glad I started him. It took a while, but this team is finally starting to get going. Florian Thauvin, so far having a quiet game. And he's offside. Yeah, there's no question. I really should have done a cutback before I crossed. That was my fault there. Okay. Screw it. And, yeah. I figured might as well go for a Hail Mary with him and see how that went. If that would have gone in, that would have been a bonus. Okay, San Maximin. Oh, Kraft. Dude. There's no excuse why you couldn't have kept that in. That was pretty much a gimme opportunity there, and you wasted it. Okay, is he onside? Yes, he is. Miggy gets his second of the game. I think if Miggy would have been a millimeter or a millisecond sooner, that would have been offside. But luckily it wasn't. Nobody wants to get in position. I'm just going to take it all away with Thauvin. And good save by Guaita. I noticed in the last episode and this one, I'm just not doing much with Thauvin so far. I mean, no fault of his, but very hard for me to get going with him. Okay, nice. Hits the post, but I don't care. He gets on the score sheet. I wanted to celebrate with somebody. But Florian Thauvin will not go unnoticed. Bad pass once again by Palace. Fabian Shearer gets knocked off the ball, but he keeps it. Oh, how did he keep... See, if that would have been a Mill Craft, that would have been out. And Thauvin steals it right back. Cut back. Somebody get open. With horrible first touch by Miggy Almiron. What was that? Miggy. The ball was right there for the taking. I don't know what's going on with my team. I mean, yeah, I have a decent lead going into halftime, but it just seems like my guys are not at the level that they should be playing at this point in the season. Goats is actually a starter, so I think I'm actually gonna give him a rest. Gonna put Ishizaki in there, and I'm gonna put Longstaff in for Julian Draxler, just to give him a rest. Thauvin, I'm possibly gonna tab him off later on for Mason Cooper, but that won't be until later on. Okay, let's see if Ishizaki can replicate his Premier League form into the FA Cup. Florian Thauvin. Making his way forward. Ishizaki. And so far, so good. Yeah, I've scored every single game that I've played with him so far. I've managed to get a hat trick. Will it continue here? Real Madrid's probably kicking themselves that they weren't able to get to him before I was. But once again, Thauvin, some nifty dribbling there. Ishizaki makes it too. Tell you what, he makes it look so easy. Okay, nice. I don't know who this is. And that's Miguel Moon. He gets his hat trick. Ishizaki there to celebrate with him. Oh yeah, I'm having a much better start to the second half than what I did in the first half. Oh. Tovan took too heavy of a touch there. Connor Wickham comes off. And Christian Benteke comes on. They really should have started Benteke over Connor Wickham. I think they started Connor Wickham because he used to play for Sunderland. But anyway, Florian Tovan. Oh wait, Miggy, what in the hell were you doing? He just totally disrupted that play. Miggy Almiron, have some brains, man. He had absolutely no business running in front of me like that. What was he doing? Okay. Oh, he hit the post. That was a good attempt by San Maximin. Kraft. Ishizaki tries to get a hold of that. Ishizaki, can he finish it? And he gets his hat trick. Okay. And I will give Tovan a little bit of a rest. I mean, he had a good game for me. But it's time to give Mason Cooper a little bit of a look. And this is the first time I'm actually going to be playing with him in this particular career mode. And Tovan is, I mean, San Maximin is a starter too, but I'd much rather keep Tovan's legs fresh than San Maximin's. Because Tovan is too important for me. I don't want him getting injured, especially during an FA Cup game. But anyway, take a look at Mason Cooper wearing number 31. Whereas in my Newport County career mode, he wore number 17, which I believe number 17 is being worn by Emil Kraft. Almiron, you got amends to make, dude. You completely disrupted that one play by Florian Tovan. That was a really dumb move. But anyway, Kuyate comes on from MacArthur. Okay, nice header. I don't know who that was, but that was a decent header. Actually, I think that might have been Jetro Willems. Fabian Shearer, why did you give up on that play? Longstaff. Somebody pass it to Cooper, please. I want to get him involved. Okay, Ishizaki can get ahead of that. No, he can't. Longstaff beats the Crystal Palace guy to the ball, but he wasn't able to retain it. But Jetro Willems, a goal very reminiscent of the one that he scored at real life against Liverpool. Nice. Oh, come on, ref. He made that tumble after I made the tackle. That was a good tackle, but he flopped around like an idiot. That's garbage, I'm sorry. If this would have been an actual game, he would have actually got a card for embellishment. That is a load of nonsense if I've ever seen it before. Okay, Mason Cooper. Hasn't really had that much of an impact so far, though. No, for Miggy Almiron, I'm gonna kick your butt. And Guaita was not able to keep that shot off, keep that ball away from that Ishizaki goal. Which, I don't know what sentence I was trying to construct there, but as you can see, Guaita gets his hands on it, but was unable to keep the ball out. Ishizaki scores his 4th goal of the game. Well, you're not going to call a foul on that, ref? I mean, yeah, you could argue that Miggy Almiron plays on the left-hand side. That's why he keeps on going to the left. But whenever I have him in a particular role, that's where I want him to stay. And Ishizaki adds to the goal scoring here. Okay, I want to get possession. Let's see how well this goes. Okay. I just want to maintain possession. I don't care if I score again. There we go. I'm just going to keep the ball. And I got to see on the calendar what game I want to play next. And that'd be interesting to see who's all going to be left in the FA Cup and see who my potential opponents are going to be for the quarterfinals. Should I say opponent? I'm just going to kick the ball among myself here. Okay, that was kind of an errant pass, but see how much stoppage time we get. 3 minutes of added time. And Newcastle will be headed to the FA Cup quarterfinals. Be anxious to see who I get paired up against. It's probably going to be somebody good. My passing was only 76. That's abysmal. But there we go. Newcastle United are in the quarterfinals as they take down Crystal Palace. And once again, another good performance by Robert Ishizaki, my backup striker. Jeto Willems actually got man of the match. Alan San-Maximin close behind him. Tovan got a goal, 2 assists. Ishizaki, 5 goals. Almiron, 3 goals, 2 assists. And this is going to sound mean, but I think I would have given man of the match to Almiron. But that one mistake that he did running in front of Tovan absolutely ruined it for me, so I'm not going to give him man of the match. Instead, I'll give it to Ishizaki since he's pretty much been the definition of a super sub lately. I've been very impressed with how he's been playing. So, but yeah, let's see. Wigan beat Oxford. That's interesting. Burnley knocked out Sheffield United. Leeds took out Reading. And you can see the Premier League. I'm 10 games left, 20 points ahead of Liverpool. So I am getting close to clinching the Premier League title, which is insane. And I'm going to be close to clinching a Champions League spot, which was actually amongst my... Well, I said European football, but if I had my choice between Europa League and Champions League, I'd much prefer Champions League. But Owen Bailey is not happy with his role at the club, which I don't know what role he wants, but considering he's only 58 rated, but... Take a look at the relegation zone, which is occupied by Sheffield United, Brighton, and Norwich. And let's see. I'm curious. Quarterfinal draws hasn't happened yet, but Spurs and Brentford have not played yet. Port Vale beating Liverpool. Oh my gosh. Imagine if that happened in real life. League 2 side Port Vale knocking out the reigning Premier League runners-up. That is a shock. But Bournemouth knocking out Stoke City, not a surprise. Manchester United knocking out West Ham. Normally that would not be a surprise, but considering how well West Ham's been playing and how poorly Manchester United have been playing, that is a bit of an upset, so... But yeah, it's going to be an interesting bunch of quarterfinalists. Watch, we'll get drawn up against Manchester United. You watch and see. But anyway, Tovan still has the league lead in goals. 1 ahead of Joelinton. But let's look at the calendar. I'm going to have to play one of probably Sheffield United or Aston Villa because I do want to play the game that clinches Champions League. Actually, maybe not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's probably going to be a Premier League game that I'm going to have in the next video, so... But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.